Memorial Stadium. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Washington Huskies and the USC Trojans. Restate the state of call again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Reese?
All right, Holly. And the Trojans ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
I think as a play caller, you'd love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Quick completion on the out. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Caught, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a real...
Might have a chance.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Throwing, Williams. And they will score. Touchdown, Huskies.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Coming out with it, it's Jordan. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Caught by Williams on the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Absolutely nowhere to go as they stop it behind the line on fourth down.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. Fourth down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. On the move, he fires. Got a man in the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And another big play for this offense. How about this offense coming out on fire, throwing the football all over the yard, making big plays? This is a tough unit to stop this defense. They better find some answers, or he's going to throw for more yards in this game than he ever has.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead as we get a look at the stats. And a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the third and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Stop short of the first down marker. They are in field goal range, and 3 would make it a 2-possession game. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Complete on the left to Williams. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Great place to start for this offense. The option, the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in third and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on third down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be third down.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Got his man out of the backfield. That was an important stop there as they try to hold him to a field goal on this drive. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To throw, it's Mayava. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that.
Could be an alley. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Trojans. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Play fake, Williams. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well, and just saw one there on the crossing route.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gives it to the back on the draw. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
Williams throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. How about that? Elusive. Just keeps moving. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened.
Williams will pass. Working that left side now. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap the stand.
The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From the red zone, it's Jordan. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Moving out of the pocket. He wants it all. Touchdown, Trojans! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Going to the running game. Stopped in the backfield as this defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Williams. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 1 more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. He gets the pick, but not the pick 6 as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. Let's lead things off with Houston, taking on the number 4 team, the Oklahoma Sooners.
They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Maybe some room here. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Trojans in the hurry-up. On the run, it's Jordan. At the 20, he's got space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USC!
And I love the way they just came out in the second half. The passing game, it was a little touch and go in the first half, right? What did they do well? They ran the football. They come out in the second half, Palmer, more of the same. They didn't abandon it. They break the long run, and they cut into this lead.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? For them right now, the key is scoring points. Can't keep turning it over. They were turning it over, throwing the football, so let's run it. And after gashing him like that, if I was this offensive coordinator, I would just keep giving this guy the football, regardless of what the defense does, and see if he can break another long one.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Buys a little time with his feet. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Man, the defense was in there in such a hurry. They didn't even let that draw develop. Got to him so quick.
You know, the draw play has to look like a pass and not look like you're faking a pass. And I think there, it was pretty evident they were trying to run the draw. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they turning it on. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They're going to ride this running back and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
To the air, it's Mayava. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Reels it in down the outside. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. The short hands, it's Bowman. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Southern Cal! They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. I mean, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw to them, and they'll make big plays for them.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Trojans. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Throws for the tight end. Working that left side.
Such a nice job at pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Washington wants to go quickly. Williams open on the right side. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Here's a give to Washington. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Williams to throw for it on fourth. That made the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking for space. It's Jordan. Ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a second down play. To the air, it's Mayava. He rifles one deep down the right side. That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. The Trojans, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
So now it's second and long. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw again. Fires left. Got it! They will score! Touchdown Trojans! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Washington right back to the line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Williams to the air again. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. 4th down, Williams. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mosley. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
He's got him. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Williams on the play fake. Dances away to buy time. He might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss. The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's Williams to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to Williams over the middle.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to fire.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on fourth down. Bunch formation for these receivers. The give is to Miller. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working.